Hello, hello from For the Love of Your Biz. I'm Deb LaFlamme. I am the Chief Ideapreneur here at For the Love of Your Biz. And as I have been doing the planning for myself and some clients, wrapping up February and thinking about March and your marketing for March, I realized that maybe you are looking for some creative ideas to market your business better in March. And so I thought I'm going to put a little challenge together for you guys because I know how many of us need some motivation. Maybe you need, I was thinking over vacation, my daughter was on a snowmobile, and when the engine would stop, when she would idle for too long, she'd have to pull the cord and kind of like a lawnmower, or old school lawnmower. And I thought, that's exactly what so many of my clients need, is they need someone to jumpstart them, to pull that cord, to get the motor running again. So as I watched her try to restart the snowmobile, I thought, that's exactly what you guys need. You need me to restart your engines. And so here we are at the last few business days of February, and I want to help restart your creative engines for March marketing. March Madness, March marketing, whatever you want to call it. But that is what we're going to do. We're going to restart your creative marketing engines for March. And the way we're going to do it is I'm going to share some stories with you, but most importantly, I'm going to challenge us for every new member of my social post group, every single one, and I'll put the link here, for everyone that joins, whether it's you or someone you send over there, for every single new member that we get in the social post group, I'm going to give you one social post idea. So this is a challenge for you and a challenge for me. I know I have the ideas, but sometimes I forget to share them. So this is going to be my trigger. Every time we get a new member in the social post group starting today, from now until the end of March, every time we get a new social post member, I'm going to share a social post idea with you to help you market your business better in March, because that is what I want. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. I'm going to share a little story with you about marketing, and I want to talk to you a little bit about, and if you're here live, I hope you get involved in the conversation. If you watch the replay, you know that I'll follow the thread, but I want to know what it is you need. So I want you to ask yourself this question. What is your biggest struggle? And I'm going to give you two things. Is it the content? Are you struggling with finding the content, or do you struggle with the time to curate and post, or curate and curate and create the content? So answer that question for me, if you don't mind. When it comes to what you're struggling with to market your business better, is it number one would be the content? Like, are you struggling with coming up with what to say? Or number two would be that you're struggling with setting aside the time to do the work, to actually get things scheduled or get things posted, and you have no plan. So is it the content, or is it the time, like the overwhelm of the time? So one would be content, struggling with the ideas, which is okay. That's okay. And there's no right or wrong answer, because here's the thing. You are amazing at what you do. Okay? You are so good at your skill, at your craft, at creating your service, creating your offer, serving the people that you love to serve. You cannot be good at everything. So I will admit, I'm probably not good at any of the things that you guys are great at. But one thing I can absolutely, one of the things I can absolutely admit to being really good at, like I call my superpower, is coming up with creative ideas to help you market your business better, and being able to help you design what you need to do in order to market it. So if we come up with an idea, or if I come up with an idea for you, helping you design what that looks like. So what your ultimate goal is and what you have to do in order to get there, right? So number one would be if you struggle with the creative component of the content. And number two would be if you are struggling with setting aside the time to do the work, which again, there's no right or wrong answer. You're not a bad business owner. You're not a terrible entrepreneur. Your business is not going to fail when you admit to not being creative when it comes to marketing, or if the well runs dry. There's nothing wrong with not having all the answers all the time. Okay? I promise. I promise. I promise. And I will not shame you publicly or privately. I might nudge you. If we work together, you know that I might nudge you, but I'm not in the market of publicly shaming anybody for not having ideas to market your business better. So if you're just hopping on, I'm so glad you guys are here. What I want to know is, what is your struggle when it comes to marketing your business? Can be marketing your business online. It could be marketing your business in person. It doesn't matter. But what is your biggest struggle? And the options that I'm asking for is, number one, coming up with the content, like the creative ideas, the social posts, the reason to email your list. One thing that you want to share with your audience, you don't know how, okay? So that would be, one would be content, and two would be time. Is time in your way, or a lack of time in your way? So again, there's no right or wrong answer. Let me just go through the comments so that I can make sure that we are all here. Hi, everybody. Happy Monday. So both depends on the week, more so the creative ideas. Okay, that's good. Time scheduling, identifying time trends when we have more active interaction. That's a big piece too, Irene, is when you have the content and you have the ideas, when do you share them? How do you know when the best time is to share them? Oh, I love that. That's actually really great. I'm glad you said that. And then Nancy, happy Monday. And then Irene, you're noticing trends when people interact, so being there is becoming important. Yeah, so the other thing is, and Nancy, time to be diversified in marketing. Time. So time to, probably you're saying, like, to not just be in one place, like on Facebook, or, you know, and I know a lot of us, our time gets sucked up because we get distracted, right, by doing other things. But what if I told you that I could help you, or, you know, I could guide you to market your business better in just an hour a week? Like, if I gave you the tools to come up with the ideas and set your posts up, I have to tell you, that's all I do. I do that for myself, and I do that for my clients. And there are easy ways, and this is not having, like, I don't even have my content calendar here right now, but, you know, I could give you, and I could guide you to having 3 or 5 or 10 ideas that you run with every week, or every other week, or every month. And then you set aside 1 hour a week to create and then schedule. I mean, imagine 1 hour a week. Now, for any of you who are active on my page, which, looking at your names, you all are amazing, loyal fans, and I thank you so much. I don't spend more than an hour a week coming up with the content and scheduling it for my own business. I don't. And if I did do more than an hour, maybe it's because I'm doing a Facebook Live or writing an email campaign, which is a little harder for me. It's not my favorite thing to do. And I overthink that and rewrite that. But when it comes to social posts, social media posts on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, those are the 3 platforms that I primarily use to market my business. I do not spend more than an hour doing that. So tell me, does that sound like capable? Are you guys capable? Are you interested in having there be tools and techniques for you? And this is just a question because I'm trying to figure out what people struggle with most, so that I can give you guys what you need, either in a workshop or in a group program or in a Facebook Live like this. Like, what is it that you think would help? Would you like access to me so that I could just give you ideas? Because, I mean, my husband's like, you always have an idea. You always got to tell somebody how to market or what to do with their business. So when it comes to the content or the curation, tell me what platform. Let's get a little deeper. I want to go a little deeper. So I know you are struggling with ideas. I know you're struggling with the time to create the ideas. Tell me, pick one platform. Let's talk about one platform. Go ahead, post in the comments below or the side, depending upon how you're watching me. Let me know what platform is the one that you want to put all of your energy into right now. Where are your dream clients spending most of their time? Tell me. And by the way, for those of you that are in Massachusetts and have kids, How happy are we that vacation is over? I love my children, but I love routine even more. All right, so post below, tell me what platform do you guys want to put your energy into? Because that helps too. It definitely, and the reality is you can absolutely recreate content for one platform to another. I don't necessarily recommend copying and pasting, the posts from platform to platform at the same time. But if you create it once, you can use it on multiple platforms. And so I really, really want you to understand that if you've got 3 platforms you're working with to reach your dream client, you don't have to create 3 separate content strategies. You create one content strategy. You might adjust your text based on the platform. Obviously with Twitter, yes, you can put as much as you want now. There's no limits, but you're not going to in Twitter because it's very narrow and thin, and people like to scroll quickly. So you have to make sure that your message is super clear, super short. With Instagram, it's all about the image, right? And the hashtag. So you would probably have a different description. Facebook, you can get away with having a longer description and add a link for a call to action in your comments. So there is variances between the posts. There are ways that you can take the same type of post, same content idea, same social post idea, and put it on a variety of platforms. So let me just check in with you guys. Stacy says Facebook. Hey, Heather. Facebook is the one you know best right now. Nancy, email and possibly radio. I find Facebook is very quick and gratifying, but you need a larger reach. Yeah, Nancy. Nancy, can you get on my podcast interview? That's Wednesday morning. I think you should start talking about podcasting, because that you can use for your email marketing. You can get that in front of more people, and you could interview your customers about the vacations and the trips that you've booked for them and the process. Okay, and then Heather, you want to expand to Pinterest? Good, awesome. So basically, what we're talking about is what's in our way, like what's holding us back from marketing our business better. And I know that from asking all of you and from asking my clients, it's oftentimes, I don't know what to post. And then sometimes it's, I don't know when to post, because you're afraid that you're going to miss your audience. But one thing I want to talk about, it doesn't matter what platform you guys have listed, there is a science to messaging. And if you don't know it, then let me just share a little bit with you the story about you do need to post things multiple times in order to get people to see it. And I'm not talking about like the memes. I'm not talking about like your polls or surveys. When it comes to selling and marketing, you have to be creative, and you can't just put it out once and expect everybody to see it. Even if it's the perfect time of day, perfect day of the week, perfect week of the month, people need to see things multiple times. That is why Coca-Cola, for example, I don't know why I always use Coca-Cola. Let's use Starbucks. Starbucks doesn't just put one ad in one location, right? They have their advertisements. Now you can see them on Instagram, you can see them on Facebook, you can see them on billboards, you can see them in magazines, you can see them on other places online. You can see them; they'll be delivered on the side of your email host, websites, all of the things, right? So there's a big brand that is not just putting a message in one place, right? And you might be delivered a different message than I'm delivered from Starbucks. Now, of course, that costs a lot of money because they're on multiple platforms. But my point is that even the big boys aren't just putting the message out once, right? The big businesses. So let me just go back to comments. Our email list is growing and the open rate is 30%. That's amazing. Good for you. We keep that to what's new, what's going on. That is, you just said it, Irene. Not everybody's on Facebook. So don't put all of your eggs in the Facebook basket. I do talk about that a lot in my marketing. But if you know that your dream client is spending time on Facebook, then you should absolutely be using Facebook to market your business. Stacy, I'm always afraid people get annoyed with it. So, okay, that is I'm really glad you said that. So one of the things that I say a lot in my coaching program is you can't be everything to everyone in every place. And one of the things that I pride myself on is supporting my clients and identifying who their dream client is. And if you have not yet done this meditation with Emily Aarons, I will drop the link here. But Emily has an 8-minute meditation where you identify who your soulmate client is. When you identify who, and it could be an exercise with me if you don't want to do the meditation, but I have been requiring all of my clients to go through this meditation, and those people that are going to be joining my new mentorship program, which there are a few of you that have been in my program in the past, you will all get the benefit of doing this meditation with Emily, whether it's live or recorded, it doesn't matter. But she walks you through that journey of identifying who they are, where they are, what they need from you. And when you get really clear about who your dream client is, and I say client, not clients, when you identify who that one person is, you stop worrying about all of those other people, because you want the one person who needs what you have to offer to hear you loud and clear. And so while I didn't really want to go down this path, that wasn't my intention to go down this path, I want you to know that the clearer you are about who you market to and what they need from you, the better your business marketing will be. It is easier on you to know exactly what they need from you when you're creating your content, your social post ideas. So if I give you an idea for a social post idea and I say, do a before and after, and Stacy, I guess I could use you as an example. If you show something in the works and then the final product, let's say your dream client are young moms with newborns or babies under 1. Maybe you are in 2018 going to be planning, your goal is to plan 100 first birthday parties. So your target market would be those moms who have either recently pregnant, recently had a baby, or are in the midst of thinking down the road to the first birthday party. You would want to make sure that all of your messaging, all of your marketing, all of your images, the before and after relates to a sneak peek or an invitation for that first birthday party. So it makes your messaging, makes your strategy so much easier if you know exactly what it is your people need. I know that my dream client is all of you. I mean, you don't realize it, but you all have very similar needs. You need support. You need accountability. You require someone to check in on you, check up on you, make sure that you're doing the things that I'm supporting you with. That when I give you 18 social post ideas, you're trying them, you're testing them, you're doing them in your own voice, in your own way to reach your dream client. So that, I mean, I know Heather knows who her dream client is. I know Nancy knows who her dream client is. I would hope the rest of you also know who your dream client is. But when you can identify that, then you don't worry about the people that get annoyed. You know, there was a time when every single unsubscribe on my list stressed me out. Oh my God, why did they unsubscribe? Did I spell something wrong? Did I offend you? Were my links broken? Was the graphic not pretty enough? Like all the things, right? And honestly, the smaller my email list is, the more targeted it is. People will self-select themselves out of your marketing, which is beautiful. And I'll tell you, when you know who you want to market to, the return on your time for marketing, and then when you invest in ads on Facebook or ads for pay-per-click or Google, you will get a better return on your investment. So like your cost per lead will be smaller because you won't be marketing to everybody. You'll just be marketing to your dream client. So I kind of went off on a tangent on that, but I think that I don't want any of you to live in fear or lose confidence that the people you're marketing to will get annoyed. If they are annoyed and they want to look the other way, they're not your dream client. And the beauty of using online marketing to market your business is you can access millions of people if you want to. You don't just have to worry about the people in your zip code or the people who are in driving distance to your business. So something to think about is don't worry about all of those people. Just nurture and build relationships with the people who need you most and the people you love serving. Because that's really what it's all about, right? Identifying who you love to serve and then finding them or reaching them or connecting with them or building relationships with. So what I started with in the beginning was that I want to make sure you guys have the tools that you need to market your business better in March. Like I said, in like a lion, go all in. And when I asked you in the beginning of this live, what do you need most? What do you struggle with? Whether it's the content ideas or the tools to get things posted and scheduled, there are no right or wrong answers because you are all experts at what you do. You may just not have the added energy to do this. But if I could help you do this for 1 hour a week or 1 hour for every 2 weeks, depending upon your frequency that you enjoy, I want to be able to offer that to you. So the two things that I'm going to share with you is this. For every new member that we get in the social post group, I know this is on my business page, I will share the link to the social post group. For every single new member starting now, today, which is the 26th, through the last day of March, for every single new member. So if we get 10 members in the next 4 days, you're going to get 10 social post ideas. If you get 2 today, you're going to get 2 social post ideas. I am going to flood that news feed over in the social post group. Maybe I'll make a file. I'll make like a Google Doc that we can just keep adding so you guys will have access to all of them. But for every single new member of the social post ideas with Deb LaFlamme Facebook group, I'm going to give you guys social post idea to help you market your business better in March and beyond. So I'm really excited about that. That was number one. Number two, I want to talk about something that is exciting. I've opened up the doors to my Love Your Biz mentorship. It is my group program. If you are here right now and you have been in that group program, drop a little something in the comments below and let people know about the support I provide, the accountability week to week. We do group calls. You also get 2 calls with me one-on-one. That in itself is worth the cost of joining. But what I love the most about the group program is the support that you get from your peers. If the group is big enough, then we do accountability partners. If the group is not like tremendously big, then we all hold each other accountable, which is amazing. I only allow 1 person per industry, so it's industry exclusive. For example, 1 health coach, 1 photographer, 1 travel agent, 1 real estate agent, 1 attorney. Like, you will be exclusively the only person in your industry. It is my gift to you to have that access to me. 8-week program starting mid-March. There are already 2 spots taken, so I only have 6 spots left. I just opened it last week. And if this is something that you've been wanting to do, if you want to work with me, if you're interested in having my support, if you're interested in having me look at what you're doing for your marketing and help you redesign what it is that you should be doing to market your business better, this is just the beginning of how you can do that. I ran this program twice in 2017. I can tell you that my experience in those groups is only going to add to the first run of 2018. I do have 1 scholarship available, which I will give to one of the members who needs it and who deserves to be there. All of you deserve to be there, but as we all know, depending upon where you are in your business, you may or may not be able to commit to the investment right now. But I promise you that what you get out of it is far more than what you put in financially. And it would be my honor to actually support any of you for the Love Your Biz mentorship. So those are the 2 things I really wanted to share today. Like I said, I got back from vacation, and after I watched my daughter like pull the starter on the snowmobile, I thought that's exactly what all of my fans and clients need from me, is for me to help them start their engines, your creative engines, your creative marketing ideas. So with that said, anybody who's here live, if you guys have questions, I have a few more minutes. I'm happy to do some free business coaching. I know you guys love that. If you are interested, pop your question below. I'll be happy to give you some marketing advice to help you market your business better in March. So I will drop the links for the social post group. The more people we get in there, the more ideas you guys get to help you market your business better. We're going to go in like a lion, roaring our marketing. There will be no one who needs your services that can say that they didn't know what you do, what you offer, where you offer it, why you offer it, and all of the above. So go ahead and let me, while you guys are typing in your comments, I'm going to grab you guys the link to the mentorship. And then you guys can ask your questions. There's the link to the membership. And then we're going to do the social post group because we want free ideas, right? Everybody wants free ideas. All right, so what are you thinking? What's the one thing you're struggling with? Tell me. Let me just type this in for you guys, sorry. It's hard for me to talk and type at the same time. And for those of you that are already in the group, you might have seen that I'm going to be interviewing a podcast expert, my friend Young Pratt, on Wednesday morning, 11:30 Eastern. She and I are going to be chatting over in the Facebook group about how to market your business better with podcasts, telling you what you need to know to get a podcast up and running. She actually has a podcast with her daughter. She is on a mission to get everybody to have their kids work with them. It's pretty amazing. She's actually teaching me quite a few things about having my teenagers work with me and making it a family business, which is amazing. So, so the podcast, whereas my podcast, I've only been a host on podcasts. I don't have my own yet. I'm not convinced that somebody would want to listen to my voice while not watching me talk. But who knows, maybe someday. It is on my list, of course. I've already bought the domain name. So it will probably happen after I talk to Yang. So the podcast interview with Yang will be in the social post group, which the link is right below, the facebook.com/group/social post ideas with Deb LaFlamme. If you're not already in my social post group, that is the link. And that is where the Facebook Live will be on Wednesday for the interview about how to market your business better with podcasting. And then that's also the group that every member that joins between now and the end of March, I will give you, for every single new member, I'm going to give you guys a social post idea for free. So to help you really market your business better in March. Let me see what you said, Irene. We spoke prior. So the pixel, you couldn't use your pixel. Yeah, you only get one pixel per ad account. Yeah, I'm glad you let me know. So without the pixel, you can't justify the return. Well, what else have you done to drive traffic to your replicated site? That would be what I would do. I would look at that. I would look at your, oh, Irene, do you have your Google Analytics set up so that you can track? You can't add it to the site right now. Do you have Google Analytics to your new site? That would be the one thing I would tell you, because that will tell you exactly where the traffic is coming from. And I love that you got a few orders. Congratulations. Something must be working. Okay, so if you haven't set up Google Analytics for your site, that's a free way to identify where the traffic is coming from. Get Google Analytics. And the other thing that you could do, which is kind of like a little ninja trick, is you could use, take the link to your website to a specific page. So let's say one product page or one service page. Take that link and create a bit.ly, which is a shortened link, bit.ly, and create a shortened link. And then you can go back into bit.ly, which is also free, and see where the traffic is coming from, what countries, what social platforms. Because, for example, I have a couple free downloads, and I'm able to track exactly where the traffic is coming from, whether it's coming from, if I was on a podcast and I mentioned that download, I can see which podcast is performing better with the download. I can see which email campaign might have driven someone to that download. I can see which link on Facebook is driving people to the download. So If you're going to put the work in, oh, good, use it for your forms. Yeah, you can go back and look at, a lot of people just make the shortened link to make it easier, but I use the shortened links so that I can track things, so I can see where the return of my time, right? What it's worth it, how it's worth it, what's worth it. It is so important that you guys are measuring your efforts. I'm going to write that down because I think that's definitely something that people need too, is you want to measure the efforts. All right. I'm not going to keep you anymore. Irene, thank you for your questions and your comments. I'm glad that that sort of worked for you. Thank you guys for your time. Remember, for every new member we get today through the end of March, you will get free social post ideas, right? Because this is it. We're going all in. I want to help you market your business better. We're going to kill it in March, in like a lion. And honestly, then you can be like a lamb in April, because everything will be so busy and roaring that like your marketing will just come so naturally. So that's number one. Number two, I have 6 spaces open in my Love Your Biz mentorship. And I would love to have some of you reach out to me to see if your industry is available for your seat. As I mentioned, it is industry exclusive. And I can tell you that this, what you're seeing on this Facebook Live is like 1/8, maybe 1/18 of what you get from me when you are in one of my coaching programs, either one-on-one or as a group. It is an 8-week program dedicated to help you market your business better. But truthfully, it's so much more than marketing. You're going to identify who your dream client is. You're going to get support with sales. You're going to get support with video. You're going to get support with, I'll tell you right now, I have it all right here before I wrap up. You'll get support on speaking, public speaking, video, meditation, mind shift, process, branding bottleneck, publishing a book, if you've ever thought of that, sales, marketing, and so much more. So I got to be honest with you, I should be raising it, and I'm not raising the prices. I'm going to keep the prices as is. So if you have questions, if you want to talk to someone who's been in the program in 2017, let me know, because I want you to have this chance to work with me and be supported by myself and the other members in the group. You deserve this. Your business deserves this. And I thank you guys for being here live and in the replay. I'll see you later. Bye.